Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be looking at another 10 Wonderkids and see how they progressed 10 years on. The last video we did Jeremy Pino, Dadro Fofana, Omar Campos, Elia Capriel, Andreas Sheldrup, and now this video we're going to be looking at a few centre backs, a few strikers, and a couple centre midfielders. The first person we're going to look at is Diego Coppola. As you can see, his stats are extremely well rounded. He's at Man United now in my save, 10 years on. My Man United badge is kind of like messed up in the save in the pack that I've got, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, he's at Man United. His physicals are absolutely insane. 16 strength, he's 6'4", 16 jumping reach, really good balance. He's really fast as well. Considering he's 6'4", 15 pace, 15 accelerations, really nice. His mentals are also really good. 17 anticipation, 17 concentration. Really good positioning as well. Really good at heading, really good at marking, good at passing, good at tackling. Also very good at dribbling as well. 13 dribbling for a centre back. Yeah, it's just a very well-rounded centre back. 6'4", can play as a ball playing defender, good aerially, good technically as well. That's pretty insane. His value's anywhere from 98 million to 300 million basically. He's on 245k a week. That's pretty nuts. And I mean, yeah, he starts most games. Has done actually every year in the save. He earned a 15 million move from Verona to Leicester. Played practically every game in the league for Leicester. Averaged like a 7 rating, which is really nice. Then earned himself an 81 million pound move to Man United. He's been there ever since. He's played 5 seasons for them. Averaged a 7 rating across practically playing most of the season. I guess maybe he had a few injuries or he got rested because they're in the Champions League, right? But I mean, he's a regular starter for Man United. 81 million. His stats are insane. He's just a world-class centre back. He's only 28 as well. He's only just got into his prime. But yeah, I think at the start of the save you'll be able to get him. I think it's more around 20 million. It differs between saves, but if you are able to get him at the start of your save, depending on where you start, if you're at a big club or in a big league with a big budget, he's definitely one that should be picked up straight away. Then got Matthias Tell. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right or correctly. Maybe it's Matthias or Matthias, but yeah, he's literally stayed at Bayern Munich the entire 10 years. And I mean, I can see why, right? He's absolutely insane. He's on 350k a week for them. He can play left wing, right wing, striker. Primarily, I think he's used as a striker. But yeah, as you can see, 350k a week. His transfer value's anywhere from 105 million to 314, which is absurd. He's 6'1", which is nice. He's got 15 jumping reach, 14 strength. He's extremely fast, extremely agile. Really good fitness as well. His work rate could have been a little bit higher, but it's completely fine. 15 vision's really nice. Sorry. 16 composure, 17 flair. He's really good on the ball. Pretty good at finishing, pretty good at crossing. Yeah, you definitely use him more as a striker because 11 crossing isn't crazy good to be honest. But 16 dribbling's really nice. 13 finishing. He's just an extremely well-rounded player. 15 technique as well. Really good at taking penalties. I've not really seen penalty taken that high that often, to be fair. So might have actually trained that. But taking a look at his career so far, in real life he moved this season to Bayern for 20 million. Ever since then, I mean, look at his stats. 7.45 rating this season, 13 goals, 3 assists. The season before, 7.3 rating. He's a regular starter for Bayern Munich. I think nothing else really needs to be said. He's averaging 10 goals, 8 assists with a 7. I mean, he got a 7.54 rating this year as well, in this season. I mean, he's just completely absurd. I'm not sure how much it would cost to buy him straight away, or if you can buy him straight away because he only just moved. But if you're yet again a massive club, if you have a massive budget, for instance Newcastle, Real Madrid, any kind of huge club, Man United, I guess, Man City, maybe even Liverpool. I'm not really sure what their budget's like, but yeah, if you can buy this kid, I definitely would. He's one that develops insanely well in pretty much every save that I've seen. And he's only 27, like 10 years on, which is kind of nuts. We then got Samuel Ritchie from Empoli. Where is he? Oh, is it Torino in the game? Okay, fair enough. I think he started at Empoli. But he's a 30-year-old now in my game, 30 caps for Italy. His stats are extremely well-rounded. Plays a deep line playmaker. 17 passing, 16 vision, 16 technique, 16 natural fitness. He's really good. Very agile again, really good balance. That's something that you just notice in these top players I've named so far. He's really good at dribbling as well. Really good dribbling, really good crossings, first touch, really good. His mentals are actually insane, holy shit. It's like averaging like a 14 mental stat across the board. 16 anticipation. Yeah, he's insane actually. What is his attributes? Yeah, he's really good. World-class midfielder. His value's 94 million to 283 million, and his weekly wage is 450k. As an Arsenal fan, that's kind of pretty nuts to see. That's 100k more than Ozil's on. But yeah, so in the game, he got a 8.25 million to Torino. He then, 2 years later, got a 20 million move to Atalanta, which didn't quite work out for him, I guess. I mean, he didn't do too badly, right? 7 rating across the board ain't bad. Had himself a 70 million pound move to Arsenal. Now he's just a regular starter for Arsenal in the Premier League, averaging a 7 rating. Plays pretty much every single game for a team I assume is Champions League team. 5th, 3rd, 7th. Okay, maybe not 4th. I mean, won a league in 25. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, they're a European team, right? A lot of them are in Champions League, a lot of them in Europa League, but I've always like towards the top of the Premier League, so definitely not bad. He then got another centre back, Caleb Akoli. Starts at Atalanta, I believe. Yep. He's had 3 seasons at Atalanta, been a regular starter for them. He was a regular starter in year 1 of the game when he was 20. That was pretty nuts. He then earned himself a 65 million pound move to Tottenham, where he's averaged a 7 rating again. Just been a regular starter in the Premier League, and considering like in the first year, I think you can get him for around 20 million. So yeah, again, if you're a massive club with a big budget, I would definitely buy this guy. He's a wonderkid in every save that I've seen. What did I just do? But he's a wonderkid in every save that I've seen so far. Goes up to 164 in this save. Potential transfer value of 90 to 271 million. He's on 195k, which is half of Samuel Ritchie's wage, which is kind of insane considering they're practically the exact same. Or if not, this guy's. It says that this guy's better, but if you look at their technicals, I believe Samuel Ritchie was definitely better. This guy's physicals are ridiculous though. 6'2", 16 strength. Really good fitness, really fast, really agile, really good balance. I wouldn't play, yeah, he's not a ball playing defender. 10 vision, 11 pass, it ain't bad to be fair. 12 technique, but you can definitely get better at this level for ball playing defenders. But I mean, as a centre back, he's completely fine. 76 caps for Italy. Just a really solid, well-rounded player. Again, 16 marking, 14 tackling. Yeah, he's just really good aerially as well. Just a fantastic player that I'm pretty sure in the first season or the second season you can get him for around 20-25 million. We then got Josko Gvardiol, who has been a football manager wonderkid for, in my opinion, like 3 years, maybe more, I'm not sure, but definitely at least the last 3 years. In my save, he's now 30 years old, 114 caps for Croatia. He can play as a left back, that's interesting. But yeah, in every save that I used to use him in, I used him as a centre back for sure. 6'1". Physicals are insane. Really good fitness. He's really fast, really strong. Good aerially as well. 14 heading, 15 jumping reach. Works hard. Really good. Okay, that's really nice. Like his defensive positioning stats are like really high. 16, 17, 17, 17, 16. Yeah, really good early, like I said, really good at marking, really good at passing. I mean, you can play him as a ball playing defender, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, but 16 passing, 15 vision, 15 technique. He's 325k a week. Predicted transfer value of 87 to 260 million. Yeah, another really well all-rounded player. In real life, he's actually at Leipzig. A couple of years back on FM23, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was at Dynamo, and I used to buy him all the time. I bought him in a Werder Bremen save I used to have, in like a Fiorentina save, just multiple different saves. I bought this kid in for like nothing practically back then. But yeah, so he's had multiple seasons at Leipzig, started practically every game for them in the league, averaging like a 7.2 rating, which is nuts. Earned himself an £82 million move to PSG, where he's been ever since, and he had one season where he averaged a 7.42 rating. He's just a regular starter for them, plays pretty much every game unless he's injured or if he's getting rested for the Champions League, I would presume. Probably averages like a 7.2 rating there, pretty nuts. But yeah, what is his stats? 169, so he's the best player we've seen so far in terms of overall attributes, according to the game, in terms of like his current ability. But yeah, I mean, he is nuts, and I mean, from previous experience in previous years, he has been very good. And now we go into Charlie Patino, who, as a Arsenal fan, it's not great to see him at Chelsea 10 years on. But yeah, his stats are nuts. I presume he's a deep line playmaker, because I think that's what he has been in previous years of the game, and what I know of him in real life. And I mean, if you look at his stats, right, 17 passing, 17 vision, 17 technique, yeah, he's pretty much just a deep line playmaker. 250k a week, his physicals are really nice, strength's 13, really good fitness, 14 work rate, 15 natural fitness, 14 stamina, really agile, good balance as well, pretty fast, really high anticipation. Holy shit, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, he'll probably have a lot of interceptions, a lot of tackles, a lot of blocks. He's really good on the ball, really good off the ball. He's got really good teamwork actually. First touch is really good, and yeah, like I said, I'd definitely just play him as a deep line playmaker. He's probably one of the best deep line playmakers in the world by the looks of it. With them stats, 17 across the board, yeah, he's world class. Elite midfielder, as I was described. Transfer value from 130 to 400 million. 13 caps for England, which is kind of nuts. He's only got 13 and he's this good. So like, how good is the England thing? But yeah, so he stayed at Arsenal for a few years. Didn't really get that much of a chance, I suppose. In 3 seasons he did, averaged like a 6.9 rating, 6.8. Didn't do that crazily, but he was extremely young then still. Gets a £28 million move to Middlesbrough, where he does pretty good, averages like a 7.2 rating. Then gets a £43 million move to Chelsea, where he's still at now. He's only had 2 seasons there, but I mean, in one of the seasons, 7 assists from a deep line playmaker is pretty nice for sure. Averaging a 7 rating, and I mean, he's only 28, so he's just hit his prime practically. And yeah, he's only getting better. I don't think he's 6 foot in real life, so he's probably just carried on growing throughout the save. I don't think he is 6 foot, but that's also pretty nice. We then move on to Florian Wirtz, who's at Bayern Leverkusen, stayed there his entire career in this save, I presume. Yep, he did. They actually bought for 180k. That's insane. But yeah, so it says he can play centre midfield, cam, and striker. I presume he's used as a cam or a striker primarily. Really good vision, really good composure, really good flair. 15 dribbling, 15 first touch, 15 passing. Definitely more of a creative player than like an out and out striker, I guess. Yeah, you play him as a cam. 12 finishing, really good at dribbling, really good technique, really good vision, like I said. Really good agility. He's quite fast, really good fitness as well. 15 work rate, 15 natural fitness for sure. So if you wanted like a gegenpress kind of style, he'd definitely suit that for sure. Really good taking free kicks as well, really good long shots. Yeah, you just use him as a cam. You could even use him as like a shadow striker or an advanced playmaker, I guess, right? Was he wanted by PSG? So yeah, you see it, Bayern Leverkusen his entire career. One season he had a 7.52 rating, 11 goals, 8 assists. I mean, across the board he's averaging probably like a 7.25, 7.3 rating, which I mean, yeah, it's just a regular start for Bayern Leverkusen. I'm surprised he didn't get bought by Bayern Munich or anything. Come 4th, 5th, 3rd. That was a bad year for them. But yeah, they seem to be like well, what they are right now in real life, like a top 6 team, top 4 team. But yeah, I'm definitely surprised that a big team didn't come in for him. I guess it's because it's price value, right? But still, it's kind of nuts. We then have Enoch Mastoras, who's a 26-year-old centre back now in the save. So 135k a week, described as Aston Villa's star player. Transfer value 108 to 323 million. Only 5'10". Maybe you play him as a right back, because not sure. Or even a DM, I guess, right? Let's see what his stats are. Tackling 14, marking 14, passing 12, vision 13, crossing 7. So you wouldn't play him as a right back. Only crossing of 7, dribbling 11, extremely good physicals, really good fitness, really good positioning. I mean, you could play him as a centre back. It's just what's his jumping reach is 12, heading 13. I think he's okay. I don't know if I'd wear a playing mode, to be fair. Maybe you'd play him as like a ball winning midfielder. 14 tackling, 13 vision. Yeah, I'd probably play him as a ball winning midfielder rather than a centre back or a right back, because as a right back 7 crossing isn't good enough, especially not at the highest level. As a centre back, like I said, he's 5'10", and he isn't crazy aerially. 12 jumping reach, 13 heading. So yeah, I'd play him as a ball winning midfielder, for sure. His vision isn't even like that high. It's like decent, but could definitely get better. Like we had Charlie Patino, and the last guy who had like 17 vision. So really strong, really agile, really good balance, really good concentration. What is his 159? Yeah, I mean he's world class for sure. But I'd probably play him as a ball winning midfielder, like I said. Describes him as a centre back, but I don't know. I wouldn't play him there personally. In the game, he starts off at AZ Alkmaar, has a few seasons with them, doesn't do too crazily well, but he's still extremely young. Gets a £23 million move to Bologna in the Serie A. At the time they're actually in the Serie B, but I guess they just got promoted maybe. He ends up becoming like a first team regular for them, yet again not doing crazily well. Ends up himself a £30 million move to Aston Villa, and averages like a 6.9 rating for sure. I mean he's a regular starter for a Premier League team, and it's someone that you could definitely pick up cheap in the save, considering like I think like 7 years on, and he ends up moving for 23 million for a player that is 159 current ability, or like potential ability, I guess, when you start a save. I would definitely pick this guy up for cheap, for sure. Someone that's probably very unknown. Shouldn't cost too much, I'd like to think. Especially like if you're a big club, then it definitely wouldn't matter. Like his price would be so low that it wouldn't be an issue for you for sure. We're going to move on to Karim Adeyemi, who is valued at anywhere from 66 to 100, well basically 200 million. So 140k a week. Plays as a striker, can play right wing. Physicals are pretty nice. His balance isn't that great, to be fair. 5'10". He's just really fast. He's just a pace merchant by the looks of it, actually. He's really fast, not got good jumping reach, not got good balance either. Yeah, stamina's quite good, work rate's pretty good. Positioning, that's defensively, so it doesn't really matter. Off the ball's really good. They're pretty decent mentals. Can't really play him as a winger. 10 crossing. I mean, it's okay, but not optimal. Really good at dribbling, really good at finishing, good first touch. Long shots of 3 is pretty shocking. Passing at 10, 15 penalty taking, 13 technique. He kind of reminds me... Actually, nah, never mind. I was going to say he reminds me of Eddie Nketiah, because he looks like he'd just be really good in the box, but I mean, he's just better than Nketiah by a mile. He's a lot faster. His minerals are pretty good, I guess, but his technicals aren't great, and his physicals, like his balance, isn't great. He's not good aerially, not good from outside the box. So yeah, definitely just play him as an advanced forward. get crosses into the box for him for sure, if you were gonna buy him. Okay, so in real life he's at Dortmund. He's a pretty regular starter for them in the game. Probably getting like 25, 27 games in the Bundesliga every year. Getting a good amount of goals. A decent amount anyway. Like 1 year he's got 7 goals, 7 assists, which ain't bad. 11 goals, 4 assists, 7 goals, 4 assists. Doing pretty good, but I mean you'd expect that at Dortmund, right? He's like a top 3 club in Germany for sure, so that kind of helps. Ends up getting an £84 million move to RB Leipzig, which is kind of like a nuts amount for Leipzig to play, to be fair, at least like nowadays. But becomes a regular starter for them. Ends up having a really good year, 18 goals in 29 games. In this current season that we're in, 12 goals in 26 the season before, 11 goals, 9, 7. He's doing pretty well, pretty decent, pretty consistent, but I wouldn't say he's a elite striker in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, 154 current ability is really good still. The game even describes him as a pacey goal scorer. I just think he's like a pace merchant in this game. Maybe you could use him with like low blocks and just have him on the counter attack. Be pretty deadly for sure. But he's definitely good. But some of his stats could definitely be higher for a kind of like world class-ish player. We then have Noel Aseko Nkili, who in real life is at Bayern Munich. They actually bought him this year for 850k from Hertha Berlin. He is a centre midfielder. I thought he was a centre back. But okay, you can play him as a centre back. He's 6 foot, so you could do that. But you can play him as a centre midfielder or a DM as well. His stats are extremely nice. I mean, physicals are absurd, really fast, really good balance, really good fitness as well. Decent jumping reach of 13. Heading 10 could definitely be higher, so that's why you wouldn't play him as a centre back. 13 jumping reach paired with 10 heading isn't really good enough. You could play him as he's probably a deep line playmaker. 16 passing, 17 technique, 17 vision. Really good first touch, really good at dribbling, really good long shots as well. Wow. Really good at marking. Yeah, you'd play him as a defensive midfielder for sure. I'd play him as a deep line playmaker, 15 positioning. Really good decision making, really good at anticipation, so be really good at interceptions, blocking, tackling, etc. He's wanted by Newcastle, who, I mean, I presume 10 years on are just like pretty nuts. He's on 275k a week, potential value 133 to 400 million. He's only 26 years old, so he's just coming into his prime now, which is pretty insane considering his stats are already like really good, really well rounded, and they can still potentially get a little bit better. But yeah, definitely only a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he's a Champions League regular, Premier League regular for them. Started a couple seasons for Bayern Munich. Seems he was in their B team actually, but he did well in their B team. End up going to Salzburg for 34 million. Did really well for them, averaging a 7.2 rating. Was a regular starter. Ended up getting a £45 million move to Chelsea, which has been ever since, 5 seasons on. Averaging like a 7 rating, which isn't bad. Playing as a DM. And yeah, that's everything about him. His current ability and potential, 161 out of 166. Wanted by Newcastle. It's just a really well-rounded player. Yeah, the media describe him as a defensive midfielder as well. Definitely a deep line playmaker for me. But yeah, so that is the entire video. These are the 10 players that we've done in today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please subscribe, and if there's any players that you would like to see me review in the next coming version of this, then please leave in the comments. Thank you for watching.